You already know what time it is and where we're at. Actually, you probably don't know what time it is. I happen to know what time it is. Look at the sun, it's hitting my face. It's afternoon, it's like 5 after 12, something to that effect. And the temperature is 35 degrees. The only reason why I happened to notice that was because there was ice on the ground and then there was ice in my bird bath, because typically, as y'all know, I forget to check the temperature because I just don't see the point. I mean, it's not like it's gonna stop me from coming out here and cold dipping, right? So really it doesn't matter, but sometimes I happen to notice that it is in fact indeedy cold. The stairs to my paradise and the beautiful water ahead. Actually, I am a little bit nervous today, you guys, because it's windy and it's cold. Nervous. What's that mean? I don't know. Sometimes, maybe I should just say it adds to the excitement of these experiences. It's a little windy out here, so when it's windy and it's cold, it's like, ugh. But cry me a river. Well, at least in my mind, I think I'm funny. And if you don't, that's fine. I can dig it. You know, it is what it is. Can't please them all. But I always like to make myself laugh because maybe it's just a sign that I truly am nervous. But look at this. There is a little bit of ice on the ground, so let me just show you this. Oh. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Beautiful day in the neighborhood, and I don't hear those geese going crazy just yet. So part of the reason why I'm out here so early is because it's 12 o'clock, as I said, and at 1 o'clock the sun is supposed to be gone. Finito. Bye, see you later. So it makes me sad because I love coming out here and dipping when it's I don't know if you can see that, when it's sunny. And when the sun's gonna about ready to go down, and that's not nearly as fun. So, oh, here comes some people to feed the ducks. So hopefully they're hopefully they don't mind, because I'm getting in regardless. Anyways, hope you're having a beautiful day. Happy Valentine's Day wherever you are. I don't want to be here forever, as I always like to say, because I want to be in and out with my swimsuit. I haven't worn this swimsuit in a long time because it's small, but thanks to all my running, so am I. Smaller, should I say, smaller. Oh my God, that sun feels so good on my skin. Oh my God, this little kid. I don't want to show you too, but he's got his little snowsuit on. It's so cold because it's freezing out here. It's totally freezing out here, so of course he's got his little snowsuit on. If that says anything to you guys, it's freaking cold. But anyways, this is longer than I usually stand here at the shore procrastinating, but here we're just gonna go right in. Happy Valentine's Day. Mwah. I mean, today is day 8 of dipping consecutively. I actually remembered that too. Woo, before I get frozen. Watch out for the rocks. Oh, it just touched my lady bits and that's cold. Touched my lady bits. Oh, shit. Does it ever get easier? I don't know. Sometimes it does, right? Sometimes it does. But today, it's maybe not nearly as bad because the sun is out. Oh, yes, I'm in. I'm in. The key is to just get in. For me, that's the key. Because if you sit there and you wade in slowly but surely, it just seems like to prolong the torture. And hey, do you, boo, as I always like to say, no shame and doing you and your game, whatever that is. But for me, as long as I've been doing this, I just roll right in and do it. Yep. Oh, here comes some more people. It's busy down here at Boulder Beach. It's always so shocking. Look at this. Whee! That's why I wanted to come out here, because it's so much more beautiful when it's clear out and the sun is out. It's my favorite. Oh my gosh, I gotta turn around so you can see all these ducks getting fed. They're starving, these ducks. Oh, it's a beautiful day. Thank you for joining me. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. Oh shit. There's Terry, the lady who feeds the ducks. See her up there walking her dog. So last time I saw her, it was 3 degrees out here, and because of the wind, it was minus 25 or some crap. I can't remember, but it was cold, and I got frostbite in my hand that day, which finally my fingers now are starting to regain their actual feeling of normal. They're normal, because before I would just have like this really terrible burning sensation in my fingers for like the longest time. So frostbite, that's a real thing. I know what you're thinking. Maybe I don't know what you're thinking, but you're like, of course it is, Nicole. Yeah, well, sometimes a girl like me has to learn the hard way. I don't deny it. Lesson learned, but I felt so alive. It was a wonderful day in the neighborhood, and I'm very grateful for these fingers. And look, I painted them out, if you can tell, because the sun, but I'm shivering. Painted them pinky for Valentine's Day. Ooh, I'm surprised I'm shivering already because it's windy. Can you see the water moving? Yeah, I bought that fingernail polish and I painted my fingers, because when they don't have any fingernail polish on it, it makes me feel like they're naked. But the thing is this, like, I hate using fingernail polish remover on my skin and whatnot, because like, bleh, it's probably quite disturbing. So like, I usually like to not do that, but it's hard because you want to maintain being feminine. So you do all these things for your femininity. Oh, I just got my hand wet. That was a terrible idea. Terrible idea. You know, jewelry, makeup, dyeing your hair, lipstick, fingernail polish, blah, blah, blah. The list goes on. It's expensive to be me. No denying that also, and no shame in my high value, I'm very expensive game. You have to value yourself and what it is you bring to the table. I'm a kind of girl who is the table, so. Oh, it's a chilly day. Chilly day when it's windy. But it's so nice right here. It doesn't seem that bad, but like out there in the middle, you can't probably see. Maybe you can. You can see the water. Seems like it's windier out there, so I don't know. I spoke too soon. It started to suck me out. My legs are really strong though, so currents, you're in for it if you try to mess with me. Literally, I do have strong legs, so. Oh, those geese are chasing after each other. Oh dear. Okay, I'm not trying to get sucked out. I'm just trying to do my thing. Any special plans on this beautiful holiday? Going out to dinner? I wouldn't go out to dinner on Valentine's. Well, I would, of course. I would go out to dinner on Valentine's Day, but I wouldn't prefer to go out to dinner on Valentine's Day, because it seems like too many people, and my kids have school tomorrow, and blah, blah, blah. Who cares? And whatever. Oh, no. That wind, even my arms that are not under the water, actually my skin and my body that's under the water doesn't feel nearly as cold as the skin that's feeling the direct wind, because that direct wind is, kicks it up a notch, shows you how weak or meek you are. I can't go out too far because the river is moving today. It's windy. It's a windy February, or February 14th, I should say. But I'm so grateful I'm out here. Usually I would have already liked to have done my run, but for Valentine's Day, I slept in. It was wonderful. I loved it. Because, usually I like to get grinding, but I was like, it's Valentine's Day. For myself, I request sleep. I did not go to bed until 3 o'clock in the morning, so that's part of the reason why I slept in till like almost 10. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful thing, and I have no shame in my getting sleep game. I get to bed really late because, of course, I forgot until the last minute that I needed to do Valentine cards for the kids, and they have, I think, 20 kids in each class. So I had to, and the cards were not easy. They were like these, next year I will really realize that I need to pay better attention to the cards. I had to fold these things. It was 40 folding cards, and I had to do 2 different types, and then they had these little temporary tattoos that came with them, and all this stuff, and then I had to separate them and write their names on them and blah. It just took me forever. And then I don't usually like to be on Facebook or doing content stuff until after my kids go to bed, because if they need me or want me, I should say. It started to drift out. It's like a drop off right there. So if my kids want or need me, I would like to be accessible. And when I start doing my content stuff, it's like I want to just be focused on that, because it does take some faculties, I feel like, to really put some effort into it, because I want it to be entertaining. Even if not for anybody else, at least myself. This is what my 41-year-old mind thinks and how it does its reels and whatnot. I like to put artwork in them. I like to, and that takes a long time to look for, because it's got to be like it has to be unique and interesting to me and hopefully to others. And then I got to pick out the music and then, make the reel and put it in order. And it's not like, I just film the content and get to have all the fun. I got to do all the editing. And I, for some reason, because I have no idea, I'm not like well versed in all this crap. I'm still learning as I go. And I'm learning as I go, so it takes me a long time, and I want it to be quality. I want it to be with effort, and it is. So, but it usually takes forever. So I usually do that after my kids go to bed. So, and I do my cleaning I try to do my cleaning after my kids go to bed. But here lately, it's just been like, well, it's exhausting being me. I'm running, I'm dipping, I'm running after my kids. I'm usually freezing. It takes a lot of energy to warm me back up. Blah blah blah, whatever. And so, yeah. So, I don't know. I guess my point is it's not necessarily my priority to make sure that every damn piece of laundry is folded and the house is not nearly as immaculate as I once used to live. I used to have to live in a spotless, clean house, and I would literally stay up till 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, such as now. But back then it was for cleaning my house, so that when I woke up in the morning, it was spotless, no dirty dishes, vacuumed perfectly, pillows all fluffed and nice and stuff. And I've just sort of abandoned those ways temporarily, I say, because in my heart, I'm still a clean freak. But I've just been putting that energy and effort towards myself, because I feel really good about the way I look and feel. And to me, that's worth its weight in gold. My house being clean, it's like whatever. But the way I feel about myself and how I project how great I do feel towards the people I interact with, that's money, honey. And that's more what I'm interested in, or focusing on. So if you want to judge me for the cleanliness of my house, so be it. It is what it is. Can't please them all, I say. Can't please them all. I mean, I would love to. Maybe. No, not really. I'd love to have a cleaner house, yes. And I will have a cleaner house. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Little by little, I chip away at it. And more good things are happening. And more, the water is getting closer and closer to windy and turbulent. It was all the way out there, and now it's right where I'm at. It's cold today, you guys. Like I said, it was freezing. It was 32 just it seemed like a few minutes ago, but before I came out here. I took a little snap of the weather temp. It's 35. This is spicy. This water is definitely spicy. I say spicy because it's sort of what I would imagine if somebody made a jalapeno cream to rub all over your body, what it would feel like. Maybe not jalapeno, but something spicy, maybe an icy hot, but more of like an intense icy hot, because it's so cold and it stings and it burns. And I know you're like, why would that feel good? But it just does. It feels good. I mean, look at me. I have a tattoo. Well, I have many tattoos, but I'm just saying, like, my sleeve, obviously, that was hard to do. So if you can imagine, I like to do hard things, and so this is an example of that. And this is cold and this is hard, and it's not necessarily fun either. I make it fun because that's just my personality, and I have fun doing it, because one day I'm going to look back at this and be like, holy schmoly, look at that girl. She was brave and courageous and took life by the balls, and yeah, she's a go-getter. That girl, she was a beast. That's when I want to look back and have those fond memories of myself, and I have proof. The other thing about cold dipping that I wanted to mention in my last video that's taking me to the next level of my life is this, YouTube. being able to express myself on this platform means the world to me. Like, I can't believe that I finally have the courage to do this. I have always wanted to make my own YouTube channel about my life and the things that I find enjoyable. It's mostly shopping. I love shopping. I mean, you know, it's one of my favorite things to do. I'm not going to deny it. I won't deny it because I love it. A girl like me likes to be looking good, so got to take care of myself. And anyways, I don't want to get off track, but yeah, making this YouTube channel, that was definitely took a lot of courage, because, you know, like, I wanted, you know, I'm not editing any of this stuff. It just goes right. I film it and it goes right to YouTube. I mean, am I going to nail it every time and say everything perfectly? No, definitely not. You've been here. And especially in these circumstances where I'm freezing. I can hardly think straight when I have clothes on and it's warm outside. So put me in these conditions and look at me. I'm fired up. I'm ready to go. And I just want to share that joy and that happiness with people. You know, life is hard. The struggle is real, man. You need an attitude adjustment. Come out here. You'll be thinking differently about life and yourself. And those people that used to piss you off or get you fired up, you're going to laugh at, because you're not going to be so reactive, because you do hard stuff in real life, man. So that's just where I'm at with that. That's how I feel anyways. I'm definitely less reactive. Oh, that's awesome, because it's embarrassing when you lose your shit. You know, I feel like you should be embarrassed. Sometimes, depends. Like, don't get me wrong, stand up for yourself and don't tolerate people's bullshit. But, you know, you got to have a balance with that. I have a friend who just, man, she just loses herself way too often. And the way she conveys herself, it's like nobody's listening to you at that point, because how could they hear what you're saying? You know, there's a way to deliver your message with getting it heard, with how, hopefully having it be heard, you know. Without just sounding like a maniac, because then these days you get labeled a Karen. So there's that too. But hey, if we get labeled a Karen, you're freaking a Kevin, because men also can be Karens, Kevins, whatever. I don't know. Whatever the term is these days, kids, whatever the term is. I'm starting to shake. I have been shaking. I forgot to pay attention to what time it was again. I have a watch on too. Hey, you guys stay in your own area. How rude. Oh, my brother just sent me a text. That's nice. Probably sending a happy Valentine's message to me, my mom, my brother, and my sister. And thank you everyone who's sending me thoughts of happiness my way. It really means the world to me. I appreciate you. I think it's Rank Pro Fast. Thank you so friggin' much for that message that you left on one of my YouTube videos. Man, I am going to coast off of that feeling for like as long as possible, friend. Thank you so much for your comment. It really meant the world to me that some stranger would have an opinion like that of me and what I'm doing and what I'm out here trying to accomplish. Trying to better myself. Every cold dip I come out here and do, this is cold dip 8 of 10, so that means I've been out here for 8 days in a row. Well, I didn't come out here 8 days in a row, but I've been cold dipping for 8 days, because one of those days I went in my buddy's freezer. But it's just awesome to get to bring you all a part of this experience. Thank you, humble fellow, for the kind things that you have to say to me also. Thank you for the 45 plus YouTube subscribers. That's like a really epic Valentine's Day in itself also. Like, holy schmoly, man. Sometimes I'll be getting emails from comments of things you guys are sending me, and I'm just like, I can't believe this is my life. Like, I cannot believe this is my life, you guys. Like, holy schmoly. Talk about living your best life, and I'm doing it. Yeah, I'm doing it to it, and I'm getting really freaking cold. It says 19 minutes, but, like, obviously I forgot what I was saying, because this person was staring at me and it caught me off guard for a second. Which, of course, I've been out here forever. He's probably like, what's happening here? Is she going to get out, or is she going to live in the water like a mermaid? But, you know, I'm just enjoying myself, and it does really feel good. And I have so many things to always say, I guess. I just keep going on and on and on and on. Happy Valentine's Day to you. I do want to dunk, but I think I'm going to pass today. I know I always think I'm going to pass, don't I? Well, isn't it fun to just come out here and talk a mean game of, yes, I'm going to pass. Just do it. I mean, I said I was going to cold dip for 10 consecutive days, but I didn't say I was going to have to dunk every freaking time. But, you know, it's part of the sauciness of the experience. Here we go. Happy Valentine's Day. Love ya. I'm not gonna procrastinate and going right into the second one because I just want to get it over with. Yes. Hell yes. Thank you for giving me the courage to just follow through and be committed to myself in this process. Happy Valentine's Day. Sending lots of love your way. Thanks for joining me this last 20 minutes. Hit like, subscribe, and follow, and all the goods. Love ya. Bye.